The second question is, never let a woman get you out of character. You're not supposed to let anybody get you out of character, especially a woman. If you would, it would help if you ultimately control your actions and emotions. For you to do so will lead you to a downward path where few can make a return. Yeah, I don't. Like I said, but let's just focus on the women because the question is talking about women. I don't want to be disingenuous. Yes, as a man, you need to keep your emotions in check, especially when you're dealing with the opposite sex, because for some reason, although they don't know anything about becoming or being a man, they sure as hell know how to push your buttons, the right buttons. I'm not gonna point any elbows, but there's an individual over there that knows how to do that very well. And granted, she's some form of a psychiatrist. I don't know. She'll graduate with her master's next week, so I'll ask her. But when you deal with certain situations like that, you have to show some maturity. I'm not gonna say emotional intelligence because one of my mentors told me that there's no such thing as the most emotional intelligence because emotions are not intelligent at all. And I have to sit there and really think about it and listen to him furthermore explain, because intelligence is logic. There's nothing logical about emotions. So it would be illogical for a man to lose his emotions to anybody, particularly a woman. Now, the best thing that he'll have to show is some emotional control. You have to keep your emotions in check. And I'm looking in the mirror saying that every day when I deal with, not necessarily with my wife, but joking about that. Every night that we do be beefing, granted, it'd be my fault sometimes. But when I'm out there in public, especially what I do for a living, yes, it's very important that I exercise some emotional control and keep that on lock. Because, ladies and gentlemen, when I lose my temper, let me share this with people. I have a dangerous temper, a very dangerous temper. But the great news about me is I hardly lose it because I'm able to exercise some type of control, and I'm able to go to, how can I say this? I'm able to carve out some free space and some free time for me to exercise my emotions. So that way, I'm not the angry black guy. I don't want that title on me because keep in mind, I'm 6'1". Last time I checked, I was 330. And you don't want to see me lose my temper at all. Granted, I have a deep threshold, a deep tolerance before I really get upset. So that's good news. But you have to exercise some emotional control. Remember, there's no such thing as emotional intelligence because emotions is not intelligent. So let's keep that in mind moving forward. Now with this topic, this second topic was a real hot topic. And hold on, let's answer this real quick. Then I gotta address a super chat that I saw regarding She's So Lucky. Queen Sheba, we're all humans. We make mistakes. Duh. Only thing, when you make that mistake, you just gotta own up to it, apologize, and also keep in mind the best apology is change behavior. Don't do it again. She's So Lucky said, I don't believe people getting others out of character. I don't know how she don't believe that. She can push you to a level of being out of character that you didn't know exists. That is very much true. That's 100% true. I will be very careful about people pushing you to a dark place that you didn't know what's inside you. No more, you need to know yourself inside and out. You need to know your limits. You need to know your boundaries and make sure no one pushes you towards that boundary. You got to take control of the situation and say, look, this stops right here. If not, the door's right there. Get out. Now, Lady Di said, change your character so you won't get out of character. That's a bar right there. Now to think about it, hey, I'm gonna leave that alone. That's a bar in of itself. Change your character so you won't get out of character. You gotta invest into who you are, so and know your limits. Now, although we're almost done with the second part, I gotta address the super chat. I don't remember, and I should have pulled it up. I was so busy today, I ain't had time to do it. Lucky brought up why she's a lesbian. I can't remember where that played into this topic. Maybe it was the first question or the second question, but she says she's a lesbian because of the men around her. The men around her that's not family-wise, or at least I hope not. The people outside of her home, the type of dude she saw, she didn't want to be with those guys, so she'd rather be with women. Then that prompted somebody to send a $10 super chat and saying she's so lucky that was a choice that you made. You didn't have to be a lesbian. You chose to be a lesbian. Now, granted, they bypassed that super chat just to move on to the conversation. I wanted to say this regarding that before we go to a commercial break. Now, there are multiple reasons why people join the LGBTQIA community for whatever reason. You can't just point it to just one particular thing. I just want to get that out there. Now, she's so lucky said she became a lesbian because of the dudes around her. That's at least she has a choice. Here's why I say that's important. Why I say that is very important. Lucky made a conscious effort to join that community. There are others who join that community without a choice, meaning their opportunity was robbed of them. There's several situations. Here's case in point. Usually, depending on who you talk to, I don't have the exact numbers on this. That's something I choose not to look into. But a portion of those in that community are in that community because something traumatic happened to them, and they have to, and they find a way there. They found a comfort space there. They didn't make a decision to do that. That's just technically where they ended up after a traumatic situation happened. At least for Lucky, she made a conscious effort to go. And I'm all about giving people the right to choose. So that's her decision why she went to that community. It's a lot better than the alternative. So I didn't agree with that super chat. That brother's wild for that one. I'm just going to chalk it up to he just didn't know. I'm not going to insult him. But I do want to say to She's So Lucky, congratulations on making a conscious decision to live your life the way you want to live it. Whether I agree with your lifestyle or not is irrelevant. At least you have that right to choose.